The four segments are shot, and it was Lucas's idea to come up with a different visual style for each one. So like you say, 1964 was John Milner at the racetrack and the drag racing world, which I always kind of think is kind of cool because we haven't progressed too far into the counterculture and the hippie world yet. There's still a greaser type mentality with John Milner and his gearhead friends. All they want to do is race, the same as in 62 or 55 even. So I like that idea and that milieu, and a drag racing film with the wide angle. They shot the drag racing sequences to make it look like that. And there's a definite visual look, especially the crane shots, or however they shot them from a helicopter or whatever, down on the track. It's very grand. It's very much like a drag racing film, and it's very visually kind of big in that wide angle. 1965's Vietnam sequences were shot in 16 millimeter, which would take, especially those who lived through that, take people back to the era of the television reports. We've all read the essays and the books about the family around the table, and every night on the news was more carnage about Vietnam and the casualty list. It's hard to imagine the tension in America every evening around the TV. So 16 millimeter, it looks like a television report. It's a smaller frame. And it's even, I find it a little grainier, a little darker than the rest of the film. The psychedelia of 1966, there's a lot of split screen technique borrowed from films like Woodstock or even Elvis on Tour. There's a lot of playful 2, 3, 4 images on there. Candy Clark will appear, and as she's turning her head, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 little frames within the frame. So it's really eye-catching, and there's some great sort of day-glow type graphics, and it's very, because, and I believe that, we have to have these different visuals for the viewer to be able to differentiate where they are in the film. Once they cut to a different segment, we have to know just by looking where we are. So as the film goes on, I think your eyes get more accustomed to that. 1967, the final segment, which deals a lot with student demonstration time, the protests on the campuses, very much a style borrowed from student rebellion films of the late 60s, a lot of more exploitative maybe, or underground even films. It's very kind of stark, very light, and it's very, I don't know, I always feel like it's very, there's a frustration just in the image and in the visuals you get from that, because there's so much, negativity going on.